Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. So keep relax your body. Your right palm on your left and neck head straight in one line and be comfortable with your posture. So in the beginning, mentally relax your body, relax your mind and relax your breathing. And also using your breathing, we're going to relax our body step by step. So when you inhale, exhale, remember each and every inhalation, exhalation, do it gently, slowly and deeply. And in between inhalation, exhalation, keep a little gap. So bring your attention to your right arm. And also when you inhale, inhale through nose, exhale through mouth. So bring your attention to your right arm. And slowly, deeply, gently breathing and visualize yourself. Bring that all the breath to your right arm. Hold it. Breathe out. Focus your mind to your left arm, breathing. Hold it. Breathe out. Your back and spine. Slowly, gently, deeply breathing. Breathe out. Your abdominal area. Deeply, gently, slowly breathing. Breathe out. Chest. Breathing. Breathe out. Your right leg. Deeply, slowly, gently breathing. Breathe out. Your left leg. Slowly, gently, deeply breathing. Breathe out. Neck and head. Deeply breathing. Breathe out. Okay, now your whole body. Take deep breath. Slowly, gently to your whole body. Breathe out. Again, breathing. Breathe out. One more time, breathing. Breathe out. Okay, now take a deep breath and hold it under your lower abdominal area and hold it as long as you can. Okay, take a deep breath and keep it. and breathe out. Bring your attention to your whole body. Scan head to toe 3 times yourself and say Supatveva or may I be well and happy. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. We also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge in this moment with this sitting. May my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment. This is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime. And detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalation and exhalation. In the beginning, deeply and gently breathe in, breathe out a few times and get a mental note where you can feel your sensation. And then let your inhalation, exhalation happen as it is. Be completely neutral yourself, but at the same time, be aware and bring your fully attention to recognize the sensation. And in the beginning, separately recognize this is inhalation, this is exhalation. So watch yourself and see the condition of the body, condition of the mind, and develop unmovable posture. And your attention should be intentional. Just recognizing this is rising, this is falling. This is rising, this is falling. It is not you doing anything. It just happened. Follow the entire continuation of the inhalation, exhalation. This is the beginning, this is the middle, this is the end. So recognize itself without thinking. Your sensation is your experience. Your experience is your understanding. Some inhalation become longer, shorter, heavy, soft, warm, cold. And recognize without any mental version, just accept it. Bring a little bit more attention. And observe a little bit more deeply. And drop the name and the form of the inhalation or exhalation. Get into the sensation. When the sensation arises, it has the same nature, arising, existing, and disappearing. So the sensation, from where it arises, outside your mind or inside your mind, or when it arises, mind also there. Look yourself, what you experience. If your mind go here and there, bring it back again and again. See the change happening moment by moment. When your mind able to experience the change itself, it come out of becoming nature, holding, grasping, harboring thoughts to desires, and it drop the becoming nature and settle down itself with the moment. Because the moment you experience is your life. There is nothing to achieve, there is nothing to become. Whatever you become, this is what you experience, the change. When the mind come out of becoming nature, it naturally drop the collective nature. Then there is nothing to let go in this very moment. No resistance, nothing come against, nothing to go against. You just go with the moment. That is where no anger, hatred, jealousy, envy. That is where you're going to see your own mind. When the mind able to see itself, it process. That is where you're recognizing the sansara. The recognition itself is the solution for this sansara. That's why you have to look into it. When the mind able to see it process itself, there is no danger within you. There is nothing come against you. No any more mental formations you're going to carry with you. No sanskara build up this journey anymore. Contemplate without questioning or arguing yourself. Bring your attention to your body. Experience this moment and appreciate yourself. You are so blessed. You are so lucky to have this moment, to experience this moment. When you wake up in the morning, you have strength to open your eyes. You have strength to come out of your bed and stand on your own feet. Walk to your bathroom, do your cleanings, enjoy a cup of tea or coffee or meal. Share your life with others. Allow others to share their life with you. You have a moment to sit like this. You have this eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind. So this is itself your life. Don't look anything anymore. You are so blessed to experience this moment. This, the inhalation, exhalation happening. That is blessing. Don't look anything else. Just settle down, experience it. Appreciate it. Pay your gratitude. There are a lot of people in this very moment around this world losing that connection, ending this all. But you are still here experiencing this beautiful life. As paying your gratitude, share your heart with others. The people struggling with life, fighting with death, go through fear, anxiety, depression, helplessness, hopelessness, loneliness. Wish yourself, may they come out of that fear, anxiety, depression, helplessness, hopelessness, loneliness. May they have the strength, courage, and wisdom to come out of the situation and find the peace, harmony, tranquility state within themselves. Not only them, share this moment, share your heart with your dear near ones, your loved ones, your beloved parents, husband, wife, children, friends and family members, brothers, sisters, your neighbors, village, city, state, country people, all living beings in this world and in this universe. And as far as you can, through galaxies, other planets, stars, let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion, beginning from your heart. Visualize yourself and send it as a light forward to your backside, to your left side, and to your right side. Downward and upward. To all six directions at once, like the moon, the sun spread the light, energy without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So, dear Dhamma friends, when it come to Buddha's teaching, so we have to be very clear, and especially when we practice meditation, so we have to understand where this process takes us and how this work inside us. So the Dharma is within us, and the Nibbana, or your liberation, your freedom within yourself. It is not going to come from somewhere else. And at the same time, it's kind of like covered from a lot of unnecessary informations. So cleaning yourself is one way, this process, this meditation, cleaning and deeply understanding, recognizing. So it like when we look at the nature of this earth and look in the mud and the charcoal, and has power to transform the iron to different forms. It's like the mud and the stones and charcoal, and then after that copper, silver, iron, and gold, diamond, that everything. It's a same family and different nature, but it is a process. It is a process. So it is yourself, the same, your thoughts. You can transform, and it can become charcoal, or it can become just the mud or the dust, and you can transform it to diamond or the gold or silver. So it is a process. So same like the world itself not suffering. Our own misunderstanding bring us the suffering. The world is suffering means that we are the world, not this outside. So why we suffer? Because we recognize things in different ways. We don't understand things as it is. We don't see things its own original form. And the very nature of everything is change. But our very nature is holding, grabbing, harboring. So claiming and thinking, this is me, my mind, like that. With the self-centered mind and the ideas, we always holding. So, but once you know the very nature of the world, that understanding will help you, that experience will help you to go through this with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, rather than holding and feeding and allow it to become again and again. So there's nothing wrong with the eye, or nothing wrong with this outside world, nothing wrong with your ear, or nothing wrong with the sound, nothing wrong with your nose or tongue, body, mind, or thoughts, nothing wrong with this outside sensation or the aromas or the dharma. But if we hold it with the personal view, with the mental version, and that going to bring us the difficulties. So why these mental formations arise? Why this self-centered idea come to us? The very reason is the fear, sorrow, disappointment, unhappiness, that how these things arise us because incomplete experience. Remember that. The sorrow, unhappiness, worry, sadness, this all arise because of the incomplete experience. When it comes to a moment, if you are very clearly experience the moment, in that very moment you recognize the change or the process of what is happening deeper. But in the shallow level, in the surface level, we trying to experience things rather than going deeper. And because of that, what is happening? We keep running. In this, the worry or the sadness, unhappiness, in the very first level, it not never going to come as a worry. It seemed like all the material things came to your life. Look, this all the material, when it come to first time, it came with the joy, happiness, satisfaction. And then later, what is happening? When it going to be with you, and little by little, that has power to transform your mind to unhappiness. So the happiness transform. In the beginning, if you didn't have that happiness, you're not going to transform to unhappiness. So when you get angry, mad, worry, sad, so there is something as a mental version you hold in thinking something in a pleasant way. So if you didn't have that, there is no something has power to transform or build up as anger, hatred, jealousy. So the jealousy, hatred, anger, envy, these things itself doesn't come. This all come as a result of something. Remember that. This all arise as a result of something. And there are a lot of people and try to deal with this all. But they don't want to question from where it comes. They're trying to apply things to the outside surface. But the thing is, it is just the reflection. Your anger, your hatred, jealousy, envy is a reflection of your comfort, of your joy, of your happiness. But when you look at the word, oh, happiness, joy, oh, I need it, it is good, we have to keep it. So happiness or the comfort or the joy itself never going to keep you happy, because it has power to transform you little by little to something else. You don't see it. But when you are happy, use that happiness, because it is a good moment for you to see the very nature of life rather than disturb mind. When you are happy, observe the very nature of the mind and understand. That understanding will help you to even let go that happiness, not to hold it to that happiness. So when you are in good mood, when you are happy, when you have the joy, satisfaction, that is the moment you have to question, what is this? That is where you have to start. When you are worried, sad, unhappy, you cannot do this. So start from there and look, what is this? Why you are so happy like this? And then you're going to see. When you observe, you're going to see. That understanding will slowly minimize your sadness, worry, unhappiness, because it is just not only you. From the beginning of these human civilizations, it is a nature keep coming with us. We all know this.
But the thing is this, as example, it like this. So I hold this bell in the beginning, and it is a bell, sound is good. You can give all the positive thing that the reason to hold the bell like this. But the thing is this, and with the thinking, oh, this bell is so important for me, I like this, it will help for me, I like this sound, it make me feel so good. So like that you hold. So to hold this, you have a good reason. Otherwise, you're not going to hold. Anything in this world, remember, anything in this world came to you in the beginning with the good reason. In the beginning, if you saw something, even little negative things, you're not going to hold it. So you hold it, and little by it, in the beginning, it gives the joy, satisfaction, and happy. But little by little, when I hold it, how about if I hold it to half an hour? What will happen? My hand start to get tight. So, and then I hold it to 1 hour. And one day, what will happen? This hand start to get painful. That pain itself, it's not going to be only in the hand. So the mind and body interconnected. So whatever happening with the hand, it need to inform to the mind. Why? Because the mind told, oh, this is good, this is, the hand never had the idea. Remember this very carefully. Hand never had the idea, this is good, this sound is so good, and it makes us more comfortable, and we can use it for meditation. It is look beautiful. Hand doesn't know anything. So, but the mind told it. So now hand hold it, and then while you holding, so little by little, what is happening? So remember, mind and matter. So then, according to the time that you hold this bell, the hand itself cannot do it. So that it start to inform to the mind, hey, I'm holding now, I'm getting tired. And according to that, what is happening? So the mind start to get changed. So the nature of the mind start to get changed. So if I hold this for one day, then it becomes so heavy. And then I become so tired. That tiredness, that heaviness, that create disappointment, unhappiness inside me. See, nothing came from outside. But my own behavior lead me to within another day, and it take me to completely different mode. So then the anger arise, hatred arise, and I cannot let go this. So only thing what we have to do, and slowly release it. But that releasing part, so I just gave this as a physical example. But when something happen within our mind, the same thing, when we have idea with the thought of holding something, and once it start to harbor with our mind, and how long you hold, it start to change the situation inside. So remember that the what you feel never going to come from somewhere else. It's not because of the planetary change. It's not because of the God or the unseen being. It's the deeper level of the behavior of your own thought. That is the thing you have to understand. It is kind of like a secret you have to get. To get into that knowledge, you have to go through a rabbit hole. But other side, you have the freedom. So once you recognize that, you become very careful with what you hold in your mind. And then whatever come to your mind, even though it come, you just allow it to happen. You just allow it to happen. You have power to transform your life. So whatever the behavior that you carry, you can transform your life, but it is your choice. This is what you have to see. So in the first level, look your experience. What is the life you have? And see if you want to change it. Is there anything that you have an idea what kind of life you want to get? And start to look what kind of thoughts you hold inside you. That thoughts hold you to become like this. And slowly change it. No one can disturb you once you start to change your mind. It is only you. It is only your behavior. So work with it little by little, little by little. Develop the clarity inside you. And then keep the freedom inside yourself. Even though we have this with this outside world, we have boundaries, we have responsibilities, and we have things to do in this conventional life. But still, you can keep your mind free without getting involved with the things very deeply, holding to it. You can make the mind free. But the thing is, this is what happening today. The outside world itself become free, but our mind little by little get tangled. So that tangle bring us the disturbed unhappiness, and that bring us the unsatisfaction. That is what the suffering, the holding nature. So then once you know this, everything change. Keep your mind free every day in every way. And remember to release your mind, release the tangles, and then you will see little by little clarity going to arise. The 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 mind start to become more clear. That clarity will show the deeper level how thought arise within yourself. So once you have that knowledge or the understanding, that will lead you to work with yourself little by little. It's a slow journey, but once you get the right steps, it doesn't take a long time to go that journey. But you have to be very clear with the mechanism of this method, because otherwise the most of time where the mistake happen, and we start to think that this mind body connection is the mind start to be separate from the body and start to take as a different entity and think it is not changing, it is eternal. Or maybe the body or itself, we start to take this everything as the self, or this entire universe as this all the mind matter, this everything as a self, and then we take it is as unchangeable entity. No, this everything change moment by moment and everything interconnected. But at the same time, once you recognize the epicenter of the soul is your mind, that mind come with the thoughts, that thoughts happening one by one. When you able to go and get one thought at one time and recognize and release it from there, if you do it 1 hour, within that 1 hour your mind become free, no tangle. If you increase the capacity, if increase the timeline to 5 minutes, within that 5 minutes, no tangle. How about if you live 1 day without getting tangled to anything? It doesn't matter good or bad. Remember, this whole tangle happened with the good, not the bad. In the very first sign you get as something good. So that is where we go that the wrong. We see it as a good. That's why we allow it to come. So remember, but once you see very clearly, then in the deeper level, with one thought, you able to work. So you can do it, you can change it and find a good reason for that. In the surface level outside world, people used to do like that way. And there is an example I can give. 1867, Alfred Nobel, you know the Nobel Prize. So the Alfred Nobel is the one who invented the dynamite. So that the most people used to introduce him like Dynamite Nobel. And then what happened one time, one day early in the morning, he took the newspaper. And while he reading newspaper, he saw the headline. So there in another city, he had his brother. So his brother died. But the newspaper got the message wrong. So the newspaper thought this Alfred Nobel died. So then they published his death, or Dynamite died. So looking this, his own death notice. So the Alfred Nobel was so sad himself. So even though he invented this, and actually there was someone else behind this that invented the dynamite, but he's the one who the mix it with the other ingredients and allowed people to use it. So he earned a lot of money. He was so rich. And he thought the people will talk about him something good. But when he saw his own death notice, what the people talk about him, he was so sad. And he did, oh, the Dynamite Nobel, and passed away. And then that day he thought the journey he came was not right, because the world, even though he's so rich, the world is looking at him in a different way. The very next day, he determined to spend his whole money for something good. So that's how the Nobel Prize introduced to the world. From that day to today, the Nobel, when the word we hear the Nobel Prize, so behind him, this Alfred Nobel, we still remind. And there are a lot of people and appreciate. And there are a lot of people get the benefit out of it. And all over the world, it became one of the major icon. So the complete behavior of the people changed because of that one idea he had in his life. So same like you, remember yourself. So whatever you keep doing, you have power to change, but it is your own choice. So you have to look into it. There is something, it make you comfortable in this time like this way. But when the day comes for you to recognize, this is enough for me, this is not what I want, you have enormous power. You have so much strength behind you to change your direction. So when the day comes for you to do that with your own understanding, there is no way that the others can change you, and the entire universe going to be with you that day. So with that, I bless upon everyone with this good practice. May all of you be well, happy and peaceful. May no harm come to you, may no difficulties come to you, may no problems come to you. May you also have the patience, courage, understanding and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life. During this time period, may everyone stay healthy and safe. And finally, may all of you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sabbityo vajjantu sabbarogo vinasatu mate bhavatantarayo sukhi digayuko bhavat. Ittavata cha ammehi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe devanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhutanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe tattanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya idamme punya kammang asavakkayavang hotu sabba dukkha pamunchatu. So bless you.